From creating that ebook in 2020 to growing your social media to over 100,000 followers across social media platforms and working with defensive backs in high school or collegiate, how did you grow to get to this point?
The biggest tip I can give for growth is just a lot of work. So there's been periods of time, especially when I was starting, where I just post a few times a week. It's talking about social media specifically. Whenever I started posting twice a day or even 3 times a day, even if it was the exact same content, the growth just took off a lot faster. Now that I have a lot more followers, I have to get creative and try new pieces of content out and really try to think about what stands out on social media. But especially for the beginning, even 0 to 100,000 followers on Instagram, really it's just all about work, getting a lot of content in, and then growing the business in person is the same thing. So working on my own skills, so when people see me work out, they know that I'm good at what I do and they want to learn from me, and trying to host more sessions, trying to train more guys, and just be really good at what I do, because the more guys I can help, the happier I am, because that's my goal. But also the more it's going to grow the business, because they'll be telling their friends, the teammates, to come out and train as well.
With growth that you've had, there had to have been an obstacle or two along the way. Was there any, or how did you overcome them?
I wouldn't say there's been a crazy obstacle with anything that major that happened. Think about when I started was during COVID, when people had a lot of free time, so it was easy to get a few guys out there to start. And from there, I've been not even training in person that much until coming back to Mississauga in January. So obstacle-wise, there hasn't been any major events. I brought up COVID because if you had a restaurant back in 2020, that's a huge obstacle. You probably went out of business. For me, the biggest obstacle was time management, because being a student athlete, being very committed and trying to become the best football player, school was kind of on the side, but I did commerce at Queen's, so it's a lot of academic work. The biggest obstacle was just finding time for everything. So during the seasons, especially, I didn't even post that much content or do that much work on the business. But now, especially that I'm all done school, I'm just going all in on it. And the obstacle I had before of not being able to fully apply myself to it is out of the way. And it's been growing a lot more ever since.